Not enough stars. All right. Okay, is the microphone working? Yes, all right. Folks, I need to go take a bath in DEET. I'm being attacked here really, really viciously by mosquitoes. And the stacking works pretty darn good. This is way good. That's what happens when you leave the work of what people could do as a specialty, such as software engineers. Let them do what they need to do. And when things are beyond what your expertise is, go see the expert. And this is what we've done with the software here, and it's working really, really, really good. All right. I'm going to pump up the exposure a little bit, folks. I'm going to go to 4 seconds exposure. Unfortunately, it's not dark enough. It's harder to get star registration at the moment. And we are going to try the stacking again. Oh man, there's a lot of bugs. Okay. So let's go Deep Sky, and we gonna enable, this is 4 second exposure. So let's try 4 stack of 4 seconds and see what kind of result we're gonna get. Hopefully I'm watching my resource meter here, and it's peaking at 100% just about. So it's going to crash, blow up, whatever the case is, because of split cam. Wow, look at that. Okay, that's going to work. That is going to work, folks. We're going to have fun with that, obviously. And that means any telescopes, small, large, it doesn't matter. And also on Altas, you'll be able to image. No longer require a EQ mount. So Sky Radars are getting more and more improved with the software. And I tell you, sky's the limit now, that's for sure. Give me a sec, folks. I need to spray some more DEET on me because this is the worst I've seen this year so far. And we're going to be right back. Going to be right back, folks. Just got to go in the house, get more bug spray. Bugs. I got to wait till it gets much, much darker. It's only 10 o'clock. I would say by 10:30, quarter to 11, we might be okay to do other Deep Sky target. Mosquitoes are entering in my trap under my nose here. There's really tons of it tonight, but there's also really, really nice fireflies all over the place. Okay, this is 4-second exposures. And I'm going to do a stack of 4 images. And here's the status. We really need to watch the resources, because ManyCam, split cam is just killing the computer. It's a highly demanding software on the computer. So, and the software here needs a lot of memory as well for the stacking. But here's a stack of 4 images of 4 seconds. You can tell the sky is still blue. Beautiful image nonetheless. All right, I'm going to stop this right now. Unenable it. So let's see what would be the equivalent here, roughly anyways, of 3 seconds. So if we went mean, which is actual stacking, that would be 16. So we need to bring this up to 16-second exposure. Here, we're going to do a single 16-second exposure. Let's pay attention here to see what's going to happen. Goes one single 16. Wow, the stacking is even more efficient than that. So we had a much brighter image. 4 times 4 is 16. So the stacking not only doubles up every time that you stack, you go far beyond what the actual exposure is. Meaning, if 2 images are stacked together, you have to count this up with the next one going on and on. So there's a multiplication factor that keeps growing instead of just one straight 16 seconds. So this is a 16-second exposure at the moment. The game is set at 30 at the moment. So let's bring this down back to about 4 seconds. And let's start the loop. Here's what I want to do next. I want to see if we can save this now. We're going to snap an image of that. All right, here's 4 seconds. Oh, this is a F4. I'm running the scope at F4 at the moment. It is an 8-inch VRC 8, which is the native focal ratio is F8. And I have the universe focal reducer on it, which brings it down about F4, which is perfect to frame a lot of object. Now let's go for stack in deep sky mode. These are 4-second exposures. Right. There we go. We're going to enable that. And while we do that, I want to take a picture of it. And this is what I would like to know. There you go. Input 2, output 1, output 2. You can tell at the bottom lower left here in the stacking. So here's our 4 images. What I want to do is snap an image. Yep, it worked. All right. It worked, and it worked quite well. Let's stop the stack, and this is live, and this is the picture I took. Yeah, it worked. So the 4 stacks of 4 seconds I just took, I hit the button snap, and it took a picture. And you could save it anywhere you want. And what you could do, you could also batch saving. That means you could assign where you want all of the images to go in, and they're going to do that automatically for you. Stack or not, it doesn't matter. No, there's no spacers on it, Jack. Just straight onto the camera. So this is an actual picture here that I took. See on top it says 0001. And if I click here on the video to live. So let's take a snap of that one. And we're going to have 002. All right, so I'm going to bring this down to 4%. Here's a 4-second shot. This is an actual picture I just took. And this is a stack of 4, a 4-second. This is single 4-second, stack of 4. And this is live. This is cool. We get to take a picture of this. Okay, let's increase the stacking maybe to, I don't know, 7, 8. Yeah, let's try 8. Let's enable the stack. Kill them all, I say. Man, those mosquitoes, something's going to be done. So I hope my resources are good enough. If it wouldn't be for split cam here, it would be good to go all night. But split cam takes so much resources on the computer, plus the software here, the memory that we're using to stack is horrendous. I mean, it's you need a computer that has a lot of horsepower. Going for 8 stack images of 4. Of course, the sky's blue because it's not totally dark yet. But this is what it looks like. It's rather cool. Okay, here we go. I'm going to stop that. Oh, I shouldn't have actually. I was going to grab a picture of that. Okay, let's start over again. The stacking here. Enable the stacking and go up. And you got that snap button on the left. We could record too. So there we go, stacking. And I've got the camera set here on the frame rate to the lowest frame rate. Deep sky, you got to set that up to the lowest frame rate. There we go. We're building up an image here. 7, and we've got 7 output. And we go to 8. So the star registration is working very well. Let's grab a snap of that. Boom, here's the picture. Done. This is rather very, very cool. So much more versatile. That means with all the Skyraider's camera, this feature should work. And all future Skyraider cameras coming out at one point also will have full capabilities of the software. Okay, this is 8 images of, this is 8 of 4 seconds. This is 4 of 4 second. And this is a single 4 second. So the power to stacking is pretty amazing. There's no question about it. Keeping exposure short. And why I'm using M3? Because it's a globular cluster. We get to see the focus. We get to see if the star registration works well. And it did. So this is a single 4 second. This is a stack of 4. This is a stack of 8. Incredible. The stack of 8 still, even a stack of 4 is still brighter than a single 16-second exposure. You have a multiplication factor every time that you back. You can also average the image. Now, averaging it will get rid of noise and things like that, and will make, a smoother looking image. But then again, it's up to the user to what they want to do. There are so many capabilities now with the software. Very, very impressive. Oh, by the way, I got this at, well, you be the judge of what bits I'm using. Here, it's on 8-bit, folks. It's not even on 12 yet. I'm running the camera at 8 bits, not even 12. And look at the result we're getting. Frame rate is the lowest settings. Yeah, it's at the lowest. That way it's easier on memory. And you're going to have a little bit of extended sensitivity when you go that way. It's hard on a computer, so I keep thinking about how you're making a computer work. At one point it's going to overheat, and you're just loading that computer too much. And split cam in this case I'm using to rebroadcast. This is what it looks like. Here's SplitCam. You basically pick where you want to cover the image, like so, and you can grab the corner of that gray out area, and where you want to grab is what you choose. And once you have it, you simply let it go. You go to the left upper corner and click close, and this is what we're broadcasting on the screen. That software draws an incredible amount of horsepower from the computer. That's why earlier when the MallinCamSky crashed, we're just using the 16 gig memory that I have was just not enough because of SplitCam. If I'd removed the SplitCam and not broadcast, it'd be a whole different story. Then the computer would run it no problem. But SplitCam is very, very, very taxing on a computer. And I tell you, you need a lot of resources. You got to shut down all the background software that's working. I'm using Windows 10 here at the moment, so everything is compatible for Windows 10. And I shut down even the updates for Windows. I don't want Windows to go look for it because that cuts the internet slightly. And once it does that, we're offline or we crash. One or the other. So all the updates are turned off. I have no antivirus. I remove everything except for what Microsoft supplies with. And even that is turned off as for updates. I just want the computer to run imaging and live video, and that way you keep all your resources dedicated to what you're doing on the screen. Here we're broadcasting live on nightskiesnetwork.ca, plus we're using the MallinCamSky software with all the memories that we need, obviously, to stack the image, and SplitCam to rebroadcast what we're grabbing on the screen through NSN. So we are having software that are very, very hungry for memory and internet bandwidth. So you got to make sure your computer is configured for it. And we're using Google Chrome to broadcast. It seems to be the one that works the best for Windows 10 anyways. Anyways, this is the picture of 8 4-seconds stack. This is 4 seconds. And this is a single 4-second. So we started with this, and let's go back to live. There we go. Now we're back to live. What I would like to do is this. I was going to go on a galaxy. I don't know if it's dark enough. Yeah, it might be dark enough, folks. Hang on a sec. We're just going to change the exposure here quickly. And what I want to do is go to another target. And for that, I'm going to increase the histogram here a little bit. See, I'm down to 2 seconds now. And what I want to do is change. Now, by changing the value of the histogram, I went from 0 to the left and 255 to the right. So I typed in to the right 100 instead of. And that makes your image much brighter, as you can see. We'll use short exposure. So we got 2 seconds now. 2 seconds with the increased histogram. Let's see what kind of result we're going to get out of this. I'm just curious myself to know. Who knows, we might suffer a crash. Here's the second one. Here we go, 3, 4. Wow. That's quite powerful, actually, when you increase the histogram. Make the system even more sensitive. There you go. Very, very impressive. This is 2 seconds. 4 stack of 2 seconds. All right, this is what we had earlier, so we're going to close this one. We're not going to save this image. Are going to close also image 0, 0. One that we took earlier, we're going to close that up and clear the deck and go back to live. This is live at the moment. Yeah, I was talking about M64, Jack, actually. That's why I increased the histogram to get a little bit more gain, and we're going to send the camera. I'm going to keep this at 2-second exposure, and I'm going to change the histogram to about 75. So we'll make this brighter. This is a 2-second with histogram adjust differently. This is live, so we got to refresh every 2 seconds. And I'm going to go swing the scope on M64. I'll be right back.